Hello everyone, how y'all doing? I hope y'all are having a good day. Today we're making some chicken and dressing. Yes, some chicken and dressing. And as y'all can see in my pot, I have some chicken that I have cleaned and put in my pot. And I got my vegetables that I'm going to chop up. Here are my seasoning. First of all, I'm going to season my meat. Then I'm going to chop up my vegetables. And then I'm going to make my cornbread. That's how I'm going to do it. Show y'all this. Okay. This is a gift from Miss Lily Boston. She bought me this just in time for the holidays, y'all. This is a KitchenAid mini food processor. Yes. Thank you so much, Miss Lily. Yeah, I don't have to do all that chopping like I've been doing. And so, thank you so much. And she also blessed me with these pretty fall tiles, y'all. She is just a blessing to me. I just really appreciate her. Season my chicken. Putting a little salt. Putting a little black pepper on it. Now I'm putting some garlic powder. That's probably about a tablespoon. And then, because you do want your chicken seasoned. Now I'm adding my onion powder. What I'm going to do is I'm going to chop up some of these onions, and I'm going to put some of the onions and a little of this vegetables in it. I'm going to be right back. Here I am chopping up my vegetables. And you don't want your vegetables too chopped. Let me see how they are. I'm going to do it just a little bit more. Keep pulsing it a little bit until it get to them. Now that's it. That's how I want them, just like that. Okay? My vegetables that I chopped up. I'm just going to put just a few in here, because this gives your chicken flavor. So we want to add a little, vegetables to our chicken. I'm adding some water to my chicken, because I want some good broth, y'all. I'm not making that much chicken and dressing this morning. I was making some just to show y'all how I make mine. So I'm not making a lot, so y'all make sure your broth has enough salt and all the seasonings in it, okay? I think I'm going to add just a little bit more salt since I added that much water, because that means a lot. Okay, now I'm going to let this boil. Like I say, y'all put maybe 2 tablespoons. I'm just going to drop it down to y'all. This is what I want you to do. Put 2 tablespoons of garlic powder, 2 tablespoons of onion powder, and probably like 2 to 3 teaspoons of black pepper, and like about 3 tablespoons of salt. Because we need that salt. We don't need a whole lot, but this is going to be our broth for our dressing, because we're not going to add any more salt. So we have to make sure we have enough salt in this broth, because the broth is what makes the dressing. Okay, we're going to let you cook your chicken until it's tender. It's chicken. Now the breast, it's going to be tender anyway, because it doesn't take long. But it's not completely tender. So I'm going to let this continue to cook. I even put the chicken neck in there, because this was a whole chicken that I cut up. And so I put the whole thing in there. If y'all could see closely, y'all can see that broth, how rich that broth is going to be. Can y'all see it? See that yellow color right here? That's the richness of the broth. And that's what we're looking for. We're looking for that richness of the broth. And so we're going to let this continue to cook until it get tender. And I'm still waiting on my cornbread in the oven. As soon as everything gets ready, here I'm showing you my chicken. As y'all can see how it's doing. That means it's, look how this piece is. See, it's coming to pieces. That means it's ready. I know the smaller pieces, that big thick piece of breast is ready. Like this chicken wing, see how it's doing. Young lady asked me about the chicken. See, about the chicken breast. You can use the chicken breast, but chicken breast doesn't have very much, you know, broth. Wouldn't give too rich of a broth, richness of a broth. So that's why I told her she can buy the dark meat. It makes good broth, like the legs and thighs. They make pretty good broth for your dressing. Hey, I'm going back to this chicken. Yeah, chicken breast. I wouldn't recommend chicken breast unless I wouldn't recommend them. What really makes the good chicken dressing is the whole chicken or the legs and thighs. That makes very rich broth. Okay, it is very tender. See how it's doing? It's breaking into pieces now. So I'm turning that off. Okay, for my cornbread, I'm adding 2 cups of cornmeal, 2 cups of flour, 2 tablespoons of sugar. We're not going to put any salt. Remember, we're not going to put any salt in it. I'm adding 2 tablespoons of baking powder, 1 cup of buttermilk, and 1 cup of water. See what I did? The buttermilk that I put in here, I just added some water. As I poured the buttermilk in here, I just added some water into this so I can get some of that buttermilk out. And 2 eggs. If you need more buttermilk, you can add more. See, that's why I start out with 1 cup of so I'm going to add 1 more cup of buttermilk. Add another cup of buttermilk. So that's a total of 2 cups of buttermilk. And 1 cup of water. Yes, this is enough. Now I'm adding 2 tablespoons of oil. It can be any type of oil you may want. I don't add olive oil, but you can. But I always add like either corn oil, vegetable oil, or canola oil. But it's your preference. If you want to use olive oil. It got to cover the bottom, you know. See? And I got a little left down there. But make sure it's well covered. I'm getting ready to I'm going to put my cornbread in there. My chicken is over there boiling. I'm going to put a lid on it. Okay, y'all be very careful when handling these hot pans. Now I'm pouring my cornbread baking pan. And here I'm smoothing it all around. Try to make it as even as you can. And get the sides of each corners. Just smooth it around. Make sure you get all the corners. Okay, I don't know if y'all can see or not in my oven. I got my cornbread. Let me move it out some. It is ready, but what I'm going to do, see, it's not brown. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn my broiler on, and I'm going to let this brown, and I'm going to take it out of the oven. You keep an eye on it when you turn your broiler on. It browns the top of your cornbread. So I'm going to put it back in here, and I'm going to turn it on high. And do not leave this kitchen. Do not leave your stove. Clear this out, and I'm going to put it on broil, and I'm going to put it on high. Y'all, here's my cornbread. Let me go out some. I'm going in. Let me show you my cornbread. This, what color I want mine. I want mine this color, because I want that. I want this top to be like crisp, but don't get it too dark, y'all. But this is practically the darkest I want it. Okay, this is the darkness that I want it. Can y'all see? Yeah. Now I'm gonna show y'all how I boil my eggs. Okay, as y'all see, I have like 7 in here. This is the way I boil mine. There's a gentleman that wanted to know how I boil eggs, and I'm going to show him exactly how. Half a pot of water. And so I'm going to add my eggs in here. I'm going to add all my eggs in here. And what I do is I add my salt. And then I just place them on my heat. When they start boiling, I turns them down. Right now I got it on high. I got my heat on high, but I'm going to turn my heat down as soon as these eggs start boiling. It's something about that salt, y'all. Y'all make sure you put some salt in your water. It makes your eggs easier to peel. As y'all can see, my eggs are over there boiling. And I'm turning them down. Let me turn them down some. We're going to let the eggs cook for like 15 minutes. And then I'm going to remove them from the heat. Well, I'm getting ready to take these eggs, run some cold water over these eggs. I do not take them out of the pot. I just run some cold water over them. Just let them cook. I did not remove that hot water that the eggs was in. I did not remove it. Just let some cold water run over them so you won't get burned. That's the way I do mine. Do it like this, and then the cold water, and just add cold water. Okay? Let them sit for about 5 minutes, and we're ready to peel these eggs. Okay, here I'm showing y'all how I peel my eggs. I hope the lighting is good over here. Hope y'all can see, or I can do it over at my stove. I'm gonna show y'all how I do mine. Somebody told me an old trick. Let me turn it. You can move the eggs around. Take some of the water out. Move the eggs around, and they'll crack a little bit on the side. I may have too much water in here, but that's one way they showed me you can do them. But I'm gonna show you exactly how I do these. This is what I do. Okay, this is the crack. Okay, you go through there and you just peel. See how it's peeling? It's peeling really good. Just peel. Y'all see? I hope y'all can see this really good. Perfect. Almost perfect. With the one I did right here didn't act right, but the rest of them were perfect. Okay, in this pot, as y'all see, these are the remainder of my vegetables. I'm adding a little water to them. I'm just going to cook them just a little bit. I got them on high now, but when they start boiling, I'm going to turn the heat down some. Here I'm adding a tablespoon of butter to my vegetables. That'll help the broth out also. Because like I say, that broth means a lot. Okay, these are my vegetables. This is how I want them to look. I have removed it from the heat and I'm going to let it sit there until I get ready to make my dressing. Okay, y'all, I forgot I didn't have my camera on. I'm showing y'all what I did. What I did, just cut my cornbread into, in just some slices. And I'm gonna let this cool for a while till I get my boiled eggs and all that going. See, it's still smoking. It's still smoking, so I'm just gonna let that sit there and cool off. Okay, y'all, what I decided to do, I'm gonna show y'all this little trick too. I got 2 forks here. And y'all, I usually fix my cornbread ahead of time. This time I didn't. I could have fixed it, I could have made my cornbread yesterday and then went from there. But since I did it today, it's very, very hot. And so I want this to cool off. You can put it in the refrigerator if you want to cool it down. I'm just showing you this little trick. Just go through there and instead of burning your fingers, just go through there. Just let it, like that. I know back in the day, I didn't even let it cool. I just went ahead and just did it. Here I'm chopping my eggs in half. I'm going to put those in there. I'm not going to chop these a whole lot. I'm going to show y'all how these eggs turn out. Okay. Y'all see how the eggs turn out? Okay. Like that. Move it over so y'all can see better. Now I'm adding, y'all remember the vegetables that I cooked? I'm adding those. Make sure get everything out of that pot. Try to mix it all up in there, okay? Mix it all up. We want vegetables all through our dressing. Okay. Like you see some big chunks of bread. Don't worry about that bread. It'll be okay. Now I'm adding my sage. Put probably about a tablespoon or a couple tablespoons of this. It all depends on how you like yours. I'm going to add like a half a tablespoon of poultry season. Okay? Because we want our dressing full of flavor. We want it full of flavor. Okay, over here, I'm taking out my chicken. Taking my chicken out of my broth. Okay, after you get all your stuff combined, this is what you do. After you done put your seasoning and your eggs and everything in it, I'm pouring some of my broth in here. Don't pour a whole lot at one time. Add some more. You keep adding a little bit at a time. Don't just go pouring, okay? Make sure all your cornbread is covered. Sometimes I add cream of chicken in it. I think I'm going to do it because it gives your dressing creaminess. But if you don't want the cream of chicken, you don't have to use it. I'm just showing you how I do mine sometimes. Y'all see, I just got a can of cream of chicken soup. I'm just going to add that to it. Make sure you well blend this. Trying to get where y'all can see. That's why I say do not put a whole lot of salt in your chicken, because you don't want your dressing salty. And always taste it. This can be tasted. Remember, we did not put raw eggs in this. Okay. That's all you do. Another thing I was intend to tell y'all, the dressing I'm making today doesn't have any breadcrumbs or no white bread or anything in it. This is the way they used to do it back in the day. This is back in the day dressing. Okay? You do not have to use the breadcrumbs. You do not have to use the breadcrumbs. Now this here bring back memories. Okay, I'm getting ready to put it in my pan. I'm gonna be right back. Chicken I got over here. The chicken breast. What I'm gonna do, let me show y'all here. Breaking it up. That way your chicken is already in your dressing. You can shred your chicken up in here. And if you want to shred the whole thing, like I say, you can have this pre-done. All this can be pre-made. The chicken could be pre-made, but just I'm using my fork to help me show you. See, I got this on a fork. It kind of helped me out. Now I'm gonna mix that in there. And they're really good. Okay, in my pan here, put just a little oil in there. Just enough to cover the bottom. I think this oil makes it like crispy around the edges or something. I don't know. But I remember her doing it, and so I've been doing it ever since. Okay, now I'm pouring my dressing. Wiping my stove up, y'all. I can't stand stuff just laying around like that. I'm sorry. Okay, now I'm spreading my dressing, and we're gonna do just like we did the cornbread. If you see some oil in that corner, you pull it out of there. Okay? It wasn't even that much I put in there, but still, some places I see it. So all we have to do now is put it in a 350-degree oven. And what I do also, let me turn this around. I have some chicken left. I'm going to lay this across here. Like that. And if you don't want to do this, you don't have to. This is just something I do. That's why I remember it as a child, when they used to bring the chicken and dressing, they will have the meat on top of the dressing. I just like to go back sometimes. You know, we got stuff we do, new things we do now, but sometimes we shouldn't forget about it. Okay? Got just an extra piece of chicken I'm just going to put down there. Okay, there you go. There we go. I'm going to put this, like I said, I'm going to put this in a 350-degree oven. As soon as it's ready, I'm going to leave it there like 40 to 45 minutes. And then I'm going to be back. Okay, y'all, here it is. I just got it out of the oven. Maybe about 5 minutes ago. I was waiting on it to settle down a little bit. Maybe 5 to 10 minutes ago. Y'all see? bowl here. I'm gonna plate some up. Okay, where can I go? I'm gonna go right here. Y'all see? This is what I'm dipping it out with, the ice cream scoop, but y'all can use whatever y'all want to use. Y'all see the chicken? Get one more little scoop out. Okay, here we go. Okay, let me get a piece of this chicken out. Which one? I think I'm gonna get this wing out. It's one of my favorite, the wing. Okay. Hey, y'all see that? This is my chicken and dressing. Hey, I got some, let me see. Got some cranberry sauce over here. Let me get this bigger fork. I don't want to be too close. Put this on top. Here. Here you go, y'all. This is my chicken and dressing with some cranberry sauce and a piece of chicken. This is it. And y'all, this is great for holidays like Thanksgiving, Christmas, whatever. I wanted to share my recipe with you all. I may not cook mine like some other people cook theirs, but this is the way I cook my chicken and dressing. And I hope y'all enjoy my recipe. Okay, y'all. Another thing, y'all, I was going to tell y'all, oh yes, I'm getting ready to celebrate my birthday on November the 5th. November the 5th is my birthday, y'all. I am so excited. What I'm excited about, I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to cook. You know, last year I cooked the sweet potato pie for my birthday. I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to prepare this time. I think I know. It's a cake, and I'm going to share it with y'all. It's something special. All right, y'all. I'm getting ready to close this video out because I got to do some editing, and I'm going to put it up as soon as I can. I'm going to tell y'all have a blessed day, and thank you again, Miss Lily Boston. Thank you so much for my mini food processor and all the gifts that you gave me. And you know what, y'all? She gave me some more gifts, and I'm going to show it to you and just show y'all what she got me. But I'm thankful for you, Miss Lily, and everybody, y'all. I'm thankful for all of my viewers and my all my YouTube family. I am so happy and proud of y'all because y'all make Miss D feel so good. Okay? I'm going to say y'all have a blessed day, and bye-bye for now.